So I don't know about you guys, but I wear black pretty much all the time, or monochrome. I just feel like it's a nice shade. It's not really a colour, is it? And one of my all-time favourite pieces of black clothing is the black Converse. As you can see, these are a little bit well worn, and I'm sure everyone who's owned a pair of black Converse will know that they go this kind of funny greeny grey colour. I don't really know how to explain that. And also the insides get really, really worn really quick, and you get that kind of weird bit of rubber poking into the back of your shoe, and it just makes them so uncomfortable and impossible to wear. But they're like 50 quid, guys. I don't have £50 to go out and get another pair of shoes. I'm going to try and get these looking like how I bought them on the very first day. So here are the things that you need to bring your Converse back to life. So obviously we are going to need the dye, and I've gone for a spray paint dye because it gives a really good even coverage and it dries really quick. And then you're going to need another quick drying fabric glue as well. And this is because we will be using these iron-on patches to fix the back of the shoe that's breaking apart. We're not going to iron them on, even though they're iron-on, and we're going to be using these black ones here at the bottom. So make sure you've got bin bags down. This can get a little bit messy, especially with the spray paint dye. Take the laces off and then just spray away. As you can see, it gives quite good even coverage. Make sure you get the tongue as well, and just kind of spread out any creases that might be in that tongue, because we want to make sure the dye gets everywhere. Just making sure we spray all the shoe, and don't worry about the plastic bits, we can always just wipe them away. They're waterproof, so the dye won't set on that. Also, the lighting here is a little bit odd because the camera's trying to focus so much on the black that it's kind of like lifting the colour a little bit, so it does look a little bit lighter than it actually is. So I'm just going to take a wet sponge and get rid of any dye that may have gone on the rubber fronts and all around the side as well. So this is the part I was telling you about, the bit at the back that digs into your shoe and is breaking apart. So this is where we're going to get those iron-on patches that we're going to glue in. Before we glue anything down, we want to make sure we know where they're going. So with the first one, you want it to be touching the sole, and then also the back, and this is going to bind them two bits back together. And then one more piece at the top as well, connecting the fabric, the top and the bottom. So now we know where they're gonna go, we want to start gluing them on. You should really be wearing gloves for this, but I don't like the feel of latex and it makes me a little bit itchy, so I'm just being super careful. You want to get this glue everywhere, kind of covering as much of the patch as possible, but you need a little bit on the side so you can actually still touch the patch and put it where you need to. So now that's done, you want to really quickly put this on the back of the shoe. This does dry really quick, so make sure it's all firmly in. And the same with the top one. Excuse my hands, but I needed to do this as quick as possible. Again, just making sure it's all firmly on, just pressing down quite heavily with my fingers. And now that's done, we can roll back up the shoe and leave it to dry. And that's it, guys. The inside of the shoe does look a little bit messy, but on the outside it is going to be jet black. And here we have it, guys, your new jet black Converse. There are a few little shiny parts on it, so I'm going to put them through the wash just to get rid of any excess dye. I might even get new laces, and here's a before and after. So there we go, guys. They are my Converse, fresh and looking new, ready to wear. I hope that was helpful. I know all my friends, we all have black Converse and they do this all the time. It's just annoying because other than that, the rest of the shoe is really good quality, so there's no point getting new ones. Let me know what you thought of this video down below and if you found it useful. Obviously, all comments are appreciated in the box below. Again, I try and reply to everyone. Sometimes it doesn't allow me to reply to certain people. I don't know why. But for more from me, you can follow me on all my social just here. Make sure you're subscribed and I'll see you next time. For those of you who don't know, I'm a stylist by profession. That's what I get paid to do, and I get a lot of questions asking how I became a stylist and what you need to do to become a stylist and all this kind of stuff, and it's really difficult to answer just in like a comment or